What's going on? Good morning, y'all. It's Uncle Jackie. I'm about to start the show in a few. Give me a few ticks.
You see, talks like his shit don't stink, but he's cool with people. I knew his father. Just Uncle Jackie better. Jackie was alright. Uncle Jackie was excellent. Fucking guineas. The Jackie. Uncle Jackie. Line, everybody get the line. Listen the fuck up. It's going down. Pay attention. Alright? Now, niggas a little bit, bitches a little bit, the blocks a little bit, the fuck a little bit, bitches a little bit, faces a little bit, fuck you all, I'm the motherfucking general, niggas a little bit, bitches a little bit, the blocks a little bit, the fuck a little bit, it's a little bit, it's a little bit, fuck who you are. When I walk through, stop, silence, remain quiet, things don't cry, thug. Yo, I think it's time we take a fucking time out to hear what Harlem got to say. What, niggas? Harlem on the vibes. You don't want no problem with us, guys.
Practice. I can show you practice. I can show you how to put $1 million in a mattress. I can show the difference between an icon and a classic. Baby in the major should be rolling in a basket. I'm advanced, and it's a lot of dance. From anywhere, my jewelry jump like Ja Morant. And Kif Tower shorts got me tanning with the babes. You would be a surfer if you ever had this wave. I just switch up my cabana, they throw shade. Matter top 5 and top wives, no I'm the fade. And though I'm out the loop, I be mute, playing cute, nothing to say to you. Cause when I'm back home, I'm like Kyrie, I won't play with you. This is magic with the fur. Tim Duncan on the spur. Tanya Harton on the skate. This that Kobe number 8. This the kick over the head in the hand of Sue Bird. This boy's superb. All I got is 2 words.
With the game, I'm standing out in the crowd. Also hard, got a stack that can't stop my blood. Got the beats banging, speakers bumping loud. I'm the king of the game, I'm standing out in the crowd. I'm so hard, got a stack of cash. Yellow tape wrapped around, I'm making a splash. My flow so hot, it's burning up the scene. When I step into the room, you know what I mean. Yellow tape, yellow tape, yellow tape, yellow tape. We on fire, we the ones in charge. Ain't none time. Turn it up, let the beat drop low. Yellow tape everywhere, it's our time to show.
What's going on? What's going on? What's good, Brody?
We're top of the morning. Pause, no homo. What's good?
Whoa, you gotta watch that last one.
Oh, no pause. Pause.
Well, you heard him, no pause. He rescinded the pause, so I don't know what he on this.
Was top for the AM. What's good?
We gonna talk about that man, Mr. Take That. Pause. Double pause. Yeah, since that man has gotten locked up, everything has been dropping. I mean, like, you're gonna have people who are on lists that was there for 10 minutes just to say hello and left. Now they name gonna be involved in some ish. But here we got I got Puff right here, a list of names that Puff said, and it's like all of these people wasn't here freaking off. They just came through to say what's up, probably see a few friends, and keep it moving.
Foxx, Ashton, Cameron Diaz. I mean, it was Will Smith,
Chris Rock, everybody that was moving and shaking in Hollywood.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated.
As you guys heard, people are actively selling freak off Diddy tapes right now to Hollywood people that were in them and didn't even know they were in them. So here's a list of celebrities that are probably on tapes right now trying to buy them back. Some of these will shock you and others will definitely surprise you because I got a lot of stuff to show you that you haven't seen yet, starting with Beyonce.
I ain't gonna say who it is, but it's a real famous rapper and it's a real famous R&B chick. Okay. Yeah. Pimp had a naked, he had a recording of them. I think he died with it.
It's been long rumored that Beyonce was in a freak off tape with Diddy, and a lot of people have seen this video.
So this tape was real.
Of course it was real. All her tapes is real.
How many tapes she got?
Gotta have at least 40 of them.
When she was getting banged, she liked to scream a lot. And she was screaming a lot. You know, she was in
Scream or sing?
like, oh, you know, so like she sing. And she's a big time R&B. Anybody that, you know, that's in Houston that knew was going around Houston, a lot of rappers, and then you know who I'm talking about. Now the dude,
Amy Foxx.
Yeah, her name has been popping up a lot too, though. Her name, Jay-Z's name, like they trying to say that he a sea holder, a sea hold. I don't know if you know the term, but you know somebody that like to watch their loved one get thrashed, their wife in particular, basically. So I don't know. It's a lot going on, brother. I don't know. But what's your take on that?
Well, again, like their names popping up. I mean, he named names, you know what I mean, and a lot of them came to them parties, but were they in the after parties? You know what I mean? Was they partaking in the after parties? But yeah, the two names keep on popping up is allegedly Jay-Z and Beyonce. Names, you know what I mean? They keep on popping up, and it's so real where they was on the Pierre Morgan show, and Jaguar Wright was on the Pierre Morgan show, and they lawyers sent a cease and desist, was like, yo, edit that, take that out, that's slandering, this, that, and the third. And Morgan Pierre said, well, since you did it the lawyer way, we're going to edit it, but we giving everybody the platform, you know, because everybody's on a platform. So we just gave them a platform, and you know, we gave you the opportunity to come on the platform too. And since you gave it to the lawyer way, we're going to edit it. You know what I mean? But yeah, but it was already out there. Once you put things out there, it already gives interest to it, you understand? It gives some type of smell, some stink smell to it, you know. So you whiffing the air, you're like, okay, what's that?
But since you know, I'm trying to be better at this journalism thing, we're gonna show y'all. I actually have what he's talking about.
Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim?
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about, Pierce.
Listen, like I said, Jay-Z and Beyonce are not here, unfortunately, to respond to that.
I know. I'm just being honest with you.
You're perfectly entitled to your views, obviously. Kim Porter,
yes.
A new book claims that Diddy may have been involved in her early death. What do you think of that?
I think people should really look into that more. I am friends with Albie Shore. I love him. I love his children. I knew Kim. We used to all hang out together at the Kit Kat Club back in the mid-90s when Diddy was first starting his reign. I watched that whole
Like, sub, and share, y'all. Like, sub, and share. Good morning.
And everything that Albert has been through, every attempt on his life that has been ignored by the authorities, it all leads back to Diddy. And everyone knows it. The wiretapping of the phones, putting AirTag on children during visits. These are normal practices that these people do.
Jaguar, I've got to leave it there. I really appreciate you joining me. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. And thank you for caring.
That's Jaguar Wright, y'all.
Ain't no apologies. I mean, no, I'm going by the comment. I mean, some things sound outlandish and stuff like that. And I'm not saying everything that she's saying is true or have some merit to it. But again, like, maybe she just too into it or but what she's been saying, a lot of things that she's been saying actually coming out like peeling an onion back layer by layer type thing, you know what I mean? And
right.
It just and you just look at the world, you know what I mean, and what's happening with, you know, not taking it off the subject or off anything, but missing children, you know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of missing children, missing people, and where they at? And a lot of sex slaves, I don't want to, sex slaves out there, sex workers out there, and we just don't know the half. We just don't know the half.
Yeah, we really don't. We don't at all. That's the like what she talking about, tip of the iceberg. And there will be a lot of people involved. There will be others. Um, you got this girl. She gonna be under fire soon. Young Miami.
$250,000 a month to do strange shit at will. You couldn't wait for Cassie to run. You couldn't wait to be in Cassie's shoes. Carisha.
$250K a month, B, to do something strange for a large chunk of change. Here's more on Puffy. Well, her on more Jaguar Wright on Puffy.
Everyone knows what's going on, and it's been going on for years. It's been going on before Diddy. People keep looking at him like he's the Sputnik that came out of nowhere. This is someone who was designed to be what he is. We got to stop making Diddies. And if we're going to do that, then we got to go back. We got to go back to even further the mentors of these people. Because Diddy was taught how to do what he does systematically. And Clyde Davis has been his greatest teacher.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
And again, like, again, like I said, we don't know what it is. Like, and plus, we don't really care if it did not care, but it wouldn't. We don't pay into details a lot about their lives. You know what I mean? So we don't know. You know what I mean? Like if it's something is said, we may, you know, if it's not put in our face from YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, then we wouldn't know about it. You know what I mean? But if someone is coming to Jaguar Wright and saying, I got accounts and I could give you detailed accounts, you understand? Then who am I to say that it's not the truth or not? You know what I mean? Like, obviously she coming on platforms and saying it, so allegations that she's throwing out there, you know, is only coming from me. You know what I mean? But from her, she's staying stern on and firm on what she's saying and what her beliefs.
But listen to this one. She went on record saying that she was a victim herself, but the person that got her, not a victim of Diddy, but a person that got her, like I guess his conscience kicked him, and he didn't put out the tape, or he didn't submit the tape to the powers that be, or whatever that situation is. And then from there on, his up and coming status was never heard from him again. I just swear, I just wanted her to give a little more detail, because there was a lot of those that we saw, the up and comers and they just faded to black.
Let's take into account in this music industry. Um, a lot of us, a lot of people in the music industry, and I'm just talking about the rap culture. R&B, I could, a little too, but more so the rap culture. It's black, poor, come from dirt. We used to rap about what we saw, what was around us, what people influenced us. We used to rap about that. But not only that, but when we did videos, if we had ideas of videos ourselves before we did any videos. I never did a videos myself, but I just only imagine if I did video, it'd be me in the hood, whatever, me and my peoples on the block, guns, if we had, you know what I mean? If it was that time in that era back in the days, you know what I mean? But it wasn't even about guns. It was about, who we was as far as yada, yada, yada. But if you looked at the videos back in the days, a lot of these videos had satanic, demon, demonic symbols. What did we know about that? You understand? What did Nicki Minaj know about that? What did all of these other people?
It was before that though.
Yeah.
It was in the bars.
Yeah.
It was in the bars. Yeah.
But all of this stuff was put into play. You know what I mean? And if it's true about that female, allegedly that the head female of the Biggie Smalls video was a transgender. If she was a transgender, who put that out there? You understand? Like, who made that decision out of all the real female that was there that you could have picked and choose from at the time, of the video shoot? You know what I mean? It's just crazy that I know a lot of our ideas as a culture or as black people wasn't put into the videos, or maybe it was at first from Black Moon and them, Polo, Cool G Rap and all these dudes, Slick Rick. You know what I mean? As you see them videos were just pure in the street videos, at quote and unquote. You know what I mean? But as you look in videos get in progress and who's directing these videos, a lot of them had a lot of satanic symbols and real stuff that that was against what we believed in or what we thought of. You know what I mean? We ain't put no thought in it.
Oh no, people really did. It just wasn't really no way of Twitter in it or Facebook in it, or because you had your conversations. Like even when I first saw DMX and he did the flesh of my flesh, blood of my, and he was in dripping in blood. That one was like, is it him doing what the industry is doing, or is that him because he was unique in his own right? But to get away from that part. But I see what you're saying. You're trying to tie in these rituals, these satanic things that they put out with the rap, and you're basically saying what's going on now are rituals. The physical part are the rituals. Yeah, I get that part. I definitely get that. I'm not dismissing it. That's just not my area of thinking. But I get what you're saying because yeah.
And now
this is what really is going to get Puff in trouble. The dark net. Now here's Jaguar, the videos on the dark net.
Right here, and told y'all there was activity on the dark net. Videos were being distributed and were going to be sold for profit because the diddler needs the money. Did I not say that? Right here. Selling his own God evidence that would put him in jail against him on the dark net to the highest bidder. He's selling it because he needs the cash. The last freak off tape that just got sold on the dark net went for $500 million. It had multiple stars in it.
Like
Nicki Minaj,
Rihanna,
Rihanna, Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, Drake. And now we got a lawyer who has seen it. She corroborated the fact that she saw the very videotapes that I said were about to be sold right here on this couch just a couple months ago. But I ain't got no receipts. Okay. You know what my receipt is? Reality and time.
Those are some good receipts, though. Reality and time is good receipts. I can't sit there and lie because
No,
all it
but
takes is time, and everything will come to the surface.
yeah, but in between that time, boys, it get a little rough. You know what I mean?
Oh,
As far as for Jaguar Wright, people, talking about her, degrading her name, saying she's cuckoo, you know what I mean, and things of that nature. So, I mean, you got to be a tough
she's not
individual.
hurting, bro.
No, I'm about to say you got to be a tough individual to go through it because you're gonna have to withstand. Good morning, Ms. Brinson. You got to withstand what's being said, and as long as you're comfortable in your own skin, then you good. You good.
You all good. Good morning, Ms. Brinson. And Jaguar Wright, I mean, for everything that's being said, I only hear about one cease and desist, and that's the Jay Z Beyonce stuff. But their names are going to continue to keep floating and shit. Like I was going to say, I don't even need to say it. I was going to say, I heard that she's a big old freak. But it's been said. It's been said already. Like she ain't no innocent, little girl or whatever people thought she was just because she had a little accent or whatever. Everything is coming to light. When people want power, people will do something strange for a nice piece of change. I mean, there's no need for me to go there. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm comedians, and it's like, whoa.
And then DL Hughley, you have him as a running guy on your show. And everybody knows what Monique told us all about, how he let his friend essay his daughter and refused to believe his daughter until the money ran out. And then all of a sudden you found something wrong with it. Like everyone in your orbit, Vlad, is a weirdo. And then
Yo, like Southern Share, this is Uncle Jackie. I'm here with Doc Yellow Tape, like Southern Share, Doc 0528. But yeah, what she said about this guy, I mean, we hear these things, it just gets brushed under the rug.
Vlad, you do a podcast with a Hollywood plant who was convicted of child grooming and essay and all of that. And his name is Aries Spears. You get the pervert. Birds of a feather flock together. And
Yeah. Like she's not afraid to name names. You know what I mean?
No, she's not.
She is not. She does not care. She has no fear. And that's why it seems crazy because why is this woman not scared? Nah, she's not scared. I mean, why would she be scared if she was lying? But I'm not gonna sit here and say she's telling the truth. I don't know. But we're gonna move on to another person close to the industry, close to the bad boy himself, Gene Deal. And he knows a lot about a little bit about a lot himself. Especially when it comes, Kim Porter, the baby oil. Matter of fact, Biggie's publishing. And Puffy, we already knew Puffy was a snake. Get Gene Deal on the baby oil.
When they went up in there, they knew what they was gonna find. They knew what was ever in that baby oil or that those bottles that appeared to be baby oil. They knew about that at first. You got to realize 9 times out of 10, that individual that got caught at the airport that was supposed to be their carrier told them what they was doing and what they had.
That's fact.
When they went up in there, they knew what they was gonna find. They knew what was ever in that baby oil or that those bottles that appeared to be baby oil. They knew about that at first. You got to realize 9 times out of 10, that individual that got caught at the airport that was supposed to be their carrier told them what they was doing and what they had. Yo, bro.
Yeah, Gene Deal.
But Gene, look, either real talk, this is gonna be real talk, and this is just according to the law. Either he's gonna be state witness, or Fed witness, or he's gonna be indicted too.
Oh, we gonna get to that, brother. We gonna get to that.
Because I know,
We gonna get to Biggie Publishing next. Go
well,
ahead.
I know Mason talked about it. I know you probably got that too. Mason talking about it. Gene, him and Gene, going at it. But go ahead. Yeah, but
Nah, I ain't got nothing with my boy Betha. I'm just, me personally is just hoping, like, please don't let my boy be named in it. But it's obviously he has nothing to do with nothing. So Harlem can stand up and salute. Thank
no.
you, Betha.
It just was an audio with them, a phone conversation with them. I believe it was a phone conversation. It was a video of Gene and Mason was on the phone, and Mason was like, "Yo, but you knew what time it was with Biggie death. You know what I mean? Because that y'all was in a picture together. You know what I mean? So Gene going off about saying the Feds had the picture. What are you talking about? You know?" So he was like, "What you was doing next to the killer?" You know. But anyway, if you wasn't next to the killer, but you was his security detail, why y'all didn't bust back when Biggie got shot? Like, why y'all didn't bust your guns?
Line language.
Oh yeah, so it just came into that conversation right there. But yeah, let's go on back to the track on the show.
Biggie's Publishing.
Biggie mother was trying to get his publishing because she knew that's what her son wanted. Puff wasn't gonna get that up. Hell no. Do you understand what I think Big probably didn't he go diamond? Did that album go diamond? He sold 10 million copies? You know what the publishing is on that? 1 point is worth about $1 million. 1 point on that album is worth $1 million. So if he owned all what he owns with Bad Boy, plus what he owned Big 24%, Bad Boy automatically take 50%. If he got 75% of that and 1% is worth $1 million, that's 75 million he get off the rip. My numbers could be wrong, but damn. Oh no, it's a whole lot of cheddar, Roy. A whole lot.
He said it's a whole lot.
It might not be the 75 million he talking about. Like he said, his math may be off. But we're gonna get into some another theory that they have going out here about the Jamie Foxx thing, how he got sick. So here's that.
He caught Jamie filming allegedly or whatever. They told Jamie to chill. He didn't chill, and allegedly Diddy and security beat Jamie ass, and that's why Jamie was in the hospital, allegedly, right? But then there's the thing where they saying that they gave him some type of pill or something that knocked him out, but it all was alleged connected back to Diddy, right? Because something happened with Diddy and Jamie. Now, more recently, Jamie has a special coming out on Netflix called "What Had Really Happened Was," and I went to the taping of it. It was 3 days taping. I went to the first show. I went to the last show.
Okay.
Jamie Foxx states in this spoiler alert, but Jamie Foxx states in the special that Diddy was responsible for what happened to him, and he is the one that called the FBI on him.
So it's got to.
I don't know what to think about that one, champ, but hey. But here's Gene Deal talking about Kim Porter, another one. They say she has the book out, and Puff is fried, man. He's fried.
Definitely.
You know that he probably smothered her to death, and because she had a bad cold or she felt some kind of way, that she died having that play fight with the pillow fights and everything, and smothered her. But I'm not gonna say nothing like that on the program because I don't want to get myself in trouble. And I wouldn't.
You already said it, champ. That one I never understood. Like, champ, you just said it, man. you basically what the hell you thought you was doing? He took the damn. I can't even think of my thought. I'm gonna leave that one alone anyway. That means leave it alone. If I can't get that thought out, I'm gonna leave it alone. But here he goes again.
That he could get her case reopened. So I'll be sure doing this is showing that he still got love for Quincy's mother, he still want to find out the truth because allegedly Kim was fine the day before and the day of her death. And then now she found in the bed dead from pneumonia. That just don't sound right, bro. That don't sound right at all.
So you feel the same way about her death being suspect?
I don't think nobody in America think it's nothing suspicious about Kim's death, bro. If you are rich like that, you could, Kim had, I think a net worth of like, what, 12 million a year or something like that. Kim could have called any doctor to come over and look at her. If she was that bad, she could have called an ambulance or something like that. Everything is suspicious about her death, bro. And I don't think an autopsy was done on her. And if it was a half-assed job.
You see how...
Yeah, like...
What he's saying ain't true. What, her death, a lot of people speculate, that it was funny, how she passed away, she got sick all of a sudden and just passed away from ammonia, you know what I mean?
Right, that was a little wow. But they even got put. See, this is the kicker that's really gone. Alleged 9-year-old, bro. An alleged 9-year-old. That one is gonna be the damn stake in
Sent
the
this little
heart.
kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, nigga was bleeding from the butt, and that's what was said.
I don't know how dude found that funny.
Yeah, I'm about to say the same thing. Like,
There ain't shit about that funny at all. Like,
yeah, about that shit right there, bro.
Like, for real. Like, that's a punch in the face. Like, but
Again, like I said, either two things gonna happen with Gene. Either he's gonna be fed state witness number 1, 2, or 3.
surprise. He gonna be the surprise witness.
There ain't gonna be no surprise witness. All his things recorded already, bro. They could just
it's already over. They gonna lock his ass up if he refuses.
Yes, that's because at the end of the day, he done said what he said, and it's already out there. But he's going to need to be state evidence number 1, 2, or 3. You know what I mean? He's going to be that top 3.
Right.
Or
star witness.
Yep. Or he's going to be put out or get locked up too, because you knew this stuff, you seen it, and you did not say anything about it. Now, like again, I'll say this in every show that we do about P-Diddy. That freaky sex and all the other stuff that he was doing, sex is not illegal nowhere in the world. You know what I mean? You having sex with a man, you having dildos, you having baby oil, none of that shit is illegal nowhere in the world. So for them to throw certain things out there, it has it for a reason. And now if you drug people, if you manipulate people, if you get sex workers from another state and another country and bring them over state lines, that's trafficking. If you got a 9-year-old and you did that to a 9-year-old, that's molestation. That's all types of other lines that's supposed
SA.
Usually that's you're supposed to be unalive right now, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? But anyway, so all them suckers that was around them that didn't do nothing, that knew about it, y'all need to get tortured too. You know what I mean? Sorry, excuse my language.
Castrated.
Yeah.
Castration sounds fit for that. We appreciate everybody who came through. It's not over. I'm just appreciating everybody who came through, like, sub, and share. We got more coming through. Definitely to Baby Dog Diaz. Hold on, I got you, bro. My bad. And Fakwa is nothing funny about that at all. You dig? I don't. There's no humor. That's a punch in the face, like, for real. Like, bro, where's the what was the funny part? Like, put me on it where the funny part was. Word. So shout out to you, Fakwa, the messenger. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Like, sub, and share.
Yeah,
Oh, bad brother, if you remember.
no, that's what I was saying. I was looking at the messages. I mean, the comments right there, and I was about to go through the comments. Yeah, we both go to say something. And not for nothing, we both have daughters. You know what I mean? First and foremost, and I don't think that plays a part into what we feel as human beings. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Yeah, we freaky as dudes, and we like females. You know what I mean? And we get freaky
Grown-ups.
with them. Yeah, you know what I mean. But as far as anything under the age of a certain age, that we not even a legal age, but certain age that we mess with, you know what I mean? We ain't gonna go below. But yeah, man.
9-year-old boy. There's nothing funny about a 9-year-old boy, you know, being violated. There's nothing funny about anybody being violated. To be for real, that violation, that's castration right there. And I firmly believe they should bring that into the, you know, fold. But along with another conspiracy, they're pushing for, you know, the lowering of consent. So this world is like definitely freaky, and I don't want no part.
And it's freaky.
Back to the industry. Here's a gentleman.
Yeah. No, go ahead. No, because I'm about to say, and it's not your belief, but when God was in the picture of things, like you ain't see none of this. Not like a lot of stuff was prohibited to come out. You know what I mean? But since you know that and we don't talk about this so often, but the Catholic priests and all of that, you know what I mean? They still grimy and dirty. You know what I mean? And it started. It's at the top. It's at the top. Let's continue on with the show.
Nah, you right though. Just to speak on that, I'm not a one for it, but this country has gotten so far away from their religion and their gods. It's ridiculous. There's no way. Like it's like there is no book. It's like they trying to rewrite the book, and in order to, you know, for whoever's writing it. So it's basically several writers now, and it goes according to how they feel. So, you know, it is what it is in that aspect. I'm not even going to get too much into that. That's why I'm glad I ain't a part of that. But we got somebody who he talks about the industry.
Tell you straight, because I ain't really trying to put niggas out there, right? But a nigga in the studio, we from the hood. I used to stick niggas up, bro. Babyface, I used to book niggas. So I'm always on point, bro. I'm on point right now, my nigga. Always on my square. But a nigga that's a square, he don't know. Yeah. So he don't know watch your drink. He don't know. So now he drink behind a nigga. He get drugged. They rape this nigga. They rape this nigga. Videotape it. Then when he in the meeting, they give him the shitty contract. They play the video of him getting fucked by like 3 niggas. He ain't never been through shit like that. So he like, man, what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna sign. And you gonna give me money? So rather than get that story put out, he gonna sign that bad contract, which is the 360 deal. He gonna take that advance, which is recuperable anyway. So they gonna give him the money just to take back and own the rights to his shit. Look.
Sounds a lot like what we used to hear back in the 90s, bro. Like this stuff, ladies and gentlemen, this stuff has always been out there. It's been out there for decades. It's just, of course, there was no real way to get any proof. Phones were just coming out. Camera phones and all of that was just coming out. So it was really, really, really no way. Yeah, you're right about that one. And you're starting to see that men of power. That's the best way I can say that. Men with power and money are weirdos, and it's. But here's more Gene Deal speaking on Ice Cube because, well, you'll see.
Came out with a comment that went viral. He said,
I believe he's being targeted.
You believe he's being targeted?
Yeah, I believe, somebody, has the power to pull the trigger to make, this stuff, this domino effect happen.
Okay. My man, Ice Cube was saying, all us or all of them has done the same Diddy been doing. And because he pissed somebody off, they're going to make an example out of him. Picked on, targeted. So Ice Cube saying that, I was a little disappointed. But what he was actually letting y'all know was this. It ain't only Diddy. There's other people.
Right?
You already know it is. It's definitely other people. This is not the end. This ain't the middle. This is just the beginning. And more names are going to drop every day, every week, every month, every year. You're going to hear more and more.
I mean, we just had that the clothing designer, what's that? I mean that Paris or wherever they from, get caught for some SA trafficking and trafficking young boys. You know what I mean? They just got locked up in and I think New York, I believe it was. You know what I mean? But this is a big company. You know what I mean? And is that a fallout from the P-Diddy's, giving names, or is that coming out from P-Diddy videos? Is that Yeah, there you go. Thank you, baby doll Diaz. And even then, I can't.
Abercrombie and Finch.
Yeah, they just got caught out there. You know what I mean? And the CEO and his partner, and they was advertising young boys. Like how Calvin Klein was doing. With showing bodies and all of that. Like, it's just crazy, bro. The fallout about to be serious from it. And from the videos, from either snitching or even dry snitching, like what's going on with these interviews. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people don't know or do know that this is dry snitching right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be more than dry stitching happening because people like bars, and I don't mean rap bars. They ain't willing to go behind.
Well, he got
because you're gonna lose everything, and you still might lose everything anyway. It's not Abercrombie and Fish. Definitely is not Jamel. Appreciate you for tuning in though. That's definitely not it. But
yeah, Jack. Jackie, you breaking. Well, you're not breaking up no more, but you was breaking up a little bit in between the conversation that you were talking.
All right. Hopefully everything is back to norm.
Baby dog. Hopefully he's reading the comments just as well as you, and I believe he is. He got it, but maybe he's being funny and saying fish. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean. Us men think it's fishy. You know what I mean? Like we don't mess with that. You know what I mean? Nah, go on. Nah, I'll mess with that.
Uh-oh.
Anyway,
my bad. I see that.
Yo, thanks for joining, baby dog Diaz. Don't know who you are, but appreciate you. Hopefully you like, sub, and subscribe and sharing it. You know what I mean? I'm so stupid.
Definitely appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you.
You heard what I said? I hope you like, sub, and subscribe. I had to throw the share in there because you know what I mean. I fucked up. But anyway, yeah.
Doc0528, like, sub, and share on that too. We got a show coming at 6:00.
Fact.
Yellow tape. Here's Eddie Griffin. He just made it funny. Like I can't with Eddie Griffin.
They needed all that baby oil. Also in the news is the Diddler, P-Diddy, Brother Love. This is one sick individual because according to the attorneys that have over 109 plaintiffs, this motherfucker was putting horse tranquilizers in the fruit punch he was giving to the children. I mean, one is about 9 years old. I mean, this motherfucker is a demonic motherfucker. The A-listers in Hollywood are they all very quiet. I'd like to hear from some of them. Little babies going to sleep off that horse tranquilizer, waking up with their asses sore, being taken to the hospital, finding out they got horse tranquilizers in their bloodstream. Kidnapping homeless people, giving them horse tranquilizers. They wake up 3 days later, ass sore. You can't go to the Diddy's house. You gonna wake up with your ass sore. Now, everybody that's been to Diddy's house, I know your ass is sore. That's why.
I think about, Brother Paul Walker, and I think about...
They needed all that baby oil. Also in the news is
My bad,
Diddler,
y'all. My
P.
bad.
Diddy, Love, Brother
I was
Love.
laughing at
This is
George
one
about
sick
that.
individual because according to the attorneys that have over 109 plaintiffs, this motherfucker was putting horse tranquilizers in the fruit punch he was giving to the children. I mean, one is about 9 years old. I mean, this motherfucker is a demonic motherfucker. The A-listers in Hollywood are they are very quiet. I'd like to hear from some of them. Little babies going to sleep off that horse tranquilizer, waking up with their asses sore, being taken to the hospital, finding out they got horse tranquilizers in their bloodstream. Kidnapping homeless people, giving them horse tranquilizers. They wake up 3 days later, ass sore. You can't go to the Diddy's house. You're gonna wake up with your ass sore. Now, everybody that's been to Diddy's house, I know your ass is sore. That's why you're quiet. Your ass is sore. Sore asses. That's why you needed all that baby oil. Sore asses. Let's take out a moment of silence for some dead and dying asses. The Diddler did it again. This is funny how art imitates life. Y'all seen that movie called Blink Twice? Where this motherfucking billionaire has this island and he picks motherfuckers up, throw them on his private jet. They think they going to party and he be giving them food, drinks, and it's got some kind of poison in them. And they getting raped and all this shit. And then he give them this perfume they put on and they forget it. And it goes on the next day, next day, next day. They've been over there for a year, but they think they've been there for 2 days. That's the Diddler. Y'all probably thought y'all went to Diddy's party for one night. Check the tapes. You ain't.
Check the tape. Shout out to 757SH Podcast and Game Time. What's good, brother? Appreciate you for coming through. Everybody like, sub, share. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Hope your morning's starting off good. My man Doc, 0528, Yellow Tape. We on fire. We the ones in charge. When we talking about the Diddler, of course, that was Eddie Griffin, you know, in his comedic way. Because you're getting drugged, you don't know what's going on, or you might, and you just, you know, that's your way for mentally preparing for that soreness. Because, you know, people do something strange for a chunk of change.
But not only that, though, bro. A lot of people weary now because if you've been inside the Florida homes or you've been inside the other house that was raided, then you know that all the rooms had cameras in it. So now you know that you are on videotape. Now, if you know you did any funny business in there, you are on videotape doing that funny business. Now, again, being gay is nothing wrong with that in today's society. Like it just is average, you know what I mean?
No one cares. Nobody cares.
Facts. You know what I mean? Being freaky, that we care, but that doesn't still not illegal. Now, but if it brandish, if it tarnish your brand, then yeah, you gonna be messed up. But then again, it may bring on more people to your brand. So, you know, jump on the bandwagon. You know what I mean? Come out, talk about it. Everybody want to.
I mean, the shit he was doing, man. The shit he's allegedly done. I can't get behind that, man. I mean, nah. I mean, when you can't remember and you got to get drugged and all of that, or overly alcohol. Because remember, he was on. Well, I forgot who he was on. I don't know if it was Colbert or if it was he was on a late night talk show host. Mm-hmm. And he was saying, you know, how did he set his parties up? He makes sure it's real hot, a lot of liquor, water, doors that you can't get out of or whatever, locked doors. And, you know, it's just bad. They need to press harder about the Playboy Mansion. And that itch goes back decades. And they had clubs all over the country and world.
Time out.
Well, that man is already gone. So, you know, they really not, who are you going to punish?
There's people.
He was the Playboy, is the mansion, right? He was the mansion. Who are you going to punish?
But there's people.
And they already did that.
No, but what it is, let's put real perspective on it if people don't know. Only reason why came out, P-Diddy getting house getting raided and all of that. The feds already knew this. Feds knew this for over 2 years. You know, the feds knew this over. We're gonna answer all y'all comments as well, because I appreciate your comment, because that's how we build the show as well. You know what I mean? Even though we could talk for days, you know what I mean? But with y'all interacting, that's even better. But I'm talking to Project Reject right now. Why they don't talk about the Playboy Mansion? Because the feds know about all of this. Everybody know about all of this except for us, public people that don't know. We're not in the mix of it. You know what I mean? And but the feds knew about this. Only reason why this came out, Keefe D went on other platforms and started talking about it. He already had federal immunity behind it, and that's how the feds knew about it. They know that P. Diddy had something to do with Tupac unaliving, you know what I mean? But they don't really care, you know what I mean? Like, let's be honest, they don't really care. If they want to make moves on it, they will make moves on it, you know what I mean? But they don't really care about it. But since he was going on other platforms, Keefe D was going on other platforms, the state picked it up. Because a lot of people care about Tupac and Biggie's death, you know what I mean? And not only the other people care, but the families care about it, you know what I mean? But so now the state picked it up. He don't got immunity from the state. He got immunity from the feds. So now, since you talking, whatever you talking about, I'm subpoenaing that video, that recording, and now that's evidence. I really don't need you no more. I got evidence. But now that I got evidence and it's out there in the public, I got to show the public some type of enforcement. Because this question, there's 25 years behind the death of some people that didn't come out. You know what I mean? Which is very strange. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why Playboy Mansion, they know about Playboy Mansion as well. But nobody else is talking about Playboy Mansion. You know what I mean? Like, that is underground. You know what I mean? A lot of people that's in position know about the Playboy Mansion. But yet, that's swept under the rug. Baby doll.
It will affect the legacy. I do agree with that part. What he said, or she said, I can't remember the name. My apologies, but they said it will affect the legacy, because I said, going back to what I said when I said, he's gone. Like, what more can you do to him? He's already gone. But it will affect your legacy. It definitely. I do agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely. And thanks for the Conan O'Brien comment, the correction. Appreciate it.
Fact. And it comes down to how it affects your legacy. It goes down to the public opinion. You know what I mean? If you're public
view,
strong sway, views of it. If they have strong sway, you can't find R. Kelly songs being in rotation nowhere. You know what I mean? Nowhere.
Thank goodness.
No, which
is for personal people.
Which is true, and like some people have personal things. I mean, I love R. Kelly music, you know what I mean? Don't get it twisted, you know what I mean? But I grew up on that time. But him as an individual now, it's like, come on, bro. Like, how can you? Can't hear you at all. You're muted. You've already said.
I know.
And my daughters, you understand? But again, that goes down to the parents, these parents of these kids who want to be famous, who deal with famous people, and allow their kids to get victimized or be a victim to these predators that's out there. Because there's predators out there, you know what I mean? It's just like, yo, I wouldn't put my daughter in no situation like that. You know what I mean? Excuse me, I just talked about my daughter just going to Texas for the very first time, and she's 21 years old. You know what I mean? I'm calling her every fucking 2 minutes. You're right. I'm got her location. You good? Like, come on now. It's just that you as a parent got to do better. You know what I mean? And you can't let money talk and bullshit walk, because that's what a lot of parents did.
Shit, bullshit comes with the money. But here's the second part of Eddie Griffin. And this is what I personally think may have started bringing everything out or to fruition, whatever however you want to put it.
You should have never sued the liquor company. That's where you fucked up.
They just want to keep it in the colored section. I would say for businesses, you have white-only business, and you have black-only business. My fight is to always make sure that we can just do business. I want to be treated equally.
They don't give a fuck about you tearing up hoes. You fucked up when you sued the liquor company, because the liquor company is owned by the biggest conglomerate on earth, the BlackRock people.
First of all, corporate America is made and built for white men.
You was making money with Ciroc. Just shut the fuck up.
Diddy's attorney released a statement that said Diageo is attempting to end his deals with Combs is like firing a whistleblower who calls out racism.
There was zero agave planted for Deleon. So there was no plan for us to be successful. The other brands, they had agave planted.
He sued the liquor company May 2023. November 2023, Cassie comes to the lawsuit. Cassie got 2 checks. She got a check from the mother liquor company people that put her up to doing that and she got a check from Puffy to try to keep her quiet. Think! It ain't illegal yet, but they working on
it. Well, yo, that could be so true, and I mentioned that on my show when it first aired out on P-Diddy, you know what I mean, and people threw it out as conspiracy, you know what I mean, and I'm talking about Uncle Jay, you know what I mean. He was like, you know, it's not a conspiracy theory Thursday, but it's not a conspiracy, you know what I mean. It's just pure facts. He came out with something. He sued.
Shout out to DOJ.
Yeah, shout out to DOJ because he's gonna be on the show tonight. At 6 p.m. with Yellow Tape. Look up Doc 0528 or Doc
0528. Don't say that's the letter.
0528. We out there, you know what I mean?
Yellow Tape.
So it came down to him suing, and like I also said too, that he was trying to, you know, not rile up Black America, but rile up, you know, Americans everybody being treated equal, you know what I mean, and get away from these political parties, the Republicans and the Democrats that don't want nothing good for Americans, you know what I mean, for working Americans, you know what I mean. So he just was talking on that angle too. So I mean, but assuming that alcohol brand, you know what I mean, if it's owned by BlackRock, that's the wrong people to go against.
Project Reject says the feds cover up the real truth, the real dark truth about small children being involved because it's more than sex. It's a ritual for power. People at the top are involved and they protect the legacy. We did speak on that earlier. And that's I agree with that one. They definitely do cover up stuff because we see and hear a lot of things depending on, you know, how much you want to delve into the subject. I try to delve into the subject as much as possible. We've been hearing about the Illuminati. We've been hearing about Skull and Bones. We've been hearing about these factions for decades. The only reason that nothing has come to light is because that was decades ago. There were no platforms to put these things out. That's why you had guys like, what's the Fahrenheit 9/11 guy?
Michael Moore, your words born. I know you was talking about.
That's all you had. If you were interested in finding out the truth, all you had is Michael Moore, and you had lesser known people. And most of the time they get ignored because they get viewed as crazy. Michael Moore made it to where he made it because he was showing like, hey, this is where I am. Here's the proof.
And they get labeled as conspiracy theorists, you know what I mean? And conspiracy theory, that term never wasn't a development until the 60s when JFK got assassinated. You know what I mean? Just to put that on record and on file on our show, you know what I mean? That we do know facts out here. But anyway, going back to what we're talking about right here. Yeah, Michael Moore was one of the first dudes, if not the one, if not the only dude at the time that I used to pay attention to, being the person that was telling the truth or whistleblowing, as they call it now, of the government. You know what I mean? And no matter how you put Snowden, put him into a thing, these guys tell you what the government is doing against us or against the American people and the citizens of the people, and that everyday citizens don't think about, you know what I mean? Or we work every day 9 to 5 or 10 to 10 or 12 to 12, whatever your schedule may be. And we put sacrifice in our hard work and sweat into building this country, and the country don't give two F's about us. You know what I mean? Look at the natural disasters that's going on on our side of the earth and look at the wars that's going on. Look where the money is going. You know what I mean? We gotta wait 2 weeks for money to get for relief, for aid for hurricanes. You know what I mean? And money could get sent tomorrow for the wars. You know, so it's just crazy how we gotta pay attention as citizens of the world and freak the blue or red lines. You know what I mean? As you can see, red and blue, we both share the same thing, same pattern. You know what I mean? Like doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Do what you do for the best for society and best for your neighbor.
Yo, shout out to HWF Live. Get better soon, Brose.
Yo,
Hope it ain't nothing too serious.
All right.
Check his channel as well if you into wrestling and
Check
stop
out
motion animation.
Yo, check out his channel because his animation is serious, man. Real talk. Like I told you, when I peeped out his channel for the first time, and man, I was very admired. I was very intrigued by it.
Impressed.
Yeah, very impressed. All of them eyes in one, pause. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro, it was very interesting over there on his channel, and I don't know if it's a lot of work or a little bit of work, but whatever it is work being done. Is creativity over there.
Definitely a fact.
More time.
Here's Puff. Here's more Puff on his tequila conspiracy theory.
Love tequila. This is before the whole tequila craze. So it's like you make a deal. You make a deal like, I'm going to advance this for you so then we could be good partners and you could give me what I want, which is my opportunity for me to own my brand and to be able to build generational wealth for my kids and my people. And I just need the same 24 hours as y'all giving everybody else in your portfolio. And I couldn't get that. I had to send my people down to Mexico, and this is just to tell you what the fight is about. They went down to Mexico, and when they got down there, they found out that there was 0 agave planted for Deleon. So there was no plan for us to be successful. There was no equal treatment. The other brands, they had agave planted. They had no agave planted for me. And sometimes you have to go check even your partners to see what's really going on. And so when I saw that, I was like, nah, I'm going to fight because it's bigger than me. It's about not just me, it's about we, it's about all of us. So I chose my purpose over profit. And that's the whole Deleon situation. Yeah.
Well, glad he was able to talk about it before he got locked up, because you can't say nothing now.
I'm glad I got all of this stuff before it got, deleted or, like I said, I'm on it. I'm doing my best to be a true journalist. Like I'm really like them, except I'm not bothering people. I ain't trying to, you know what I mean? Because that's what gets you in some serious ish. But you know what I mean? Most of the stuff, and I back check and you got to do all of this stuff to make sure it's credible, make sure it's not because now you got Tupac rapping over 50 Cent beats and all that. Like, so you got to be careful out there.
A lot of AI.
But yeah, I'm gonna show Cat Williams interview that people saw, man. Come on now.
Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Here's more cat.
Decapitated in front of us. They called him Pilot Boy because he had 19 pilots in Hollywood and everybody passed on him and said his show wasn't worth it. Then when he made $500 million, they said even though his contract said he should get half of it, They said he made too much for the contract to be valid, so we'll offer you 10% of what you made. You mean he made $500 million and they offered him 50? Yes. And he said, what do you think my fans are gonna say when they find out you offered me 10% of what I made you? And they said, your fans will believe that you're a crazy crackhead by the time you get home. And by the time he got to Ohio, it was so.
Now in that case he was speaking on Dave Chappelle, and I played that to say that he was mentioning the power of the industry.
Mm-hmm.
That was just to say that's to speak on the power of the industry. Yeah, TD Jakes, old dudes freak off too. I guess that's the message from there. I got from there. He still got it, I guess, right? But yeah, Cat Williams, he knows, and that's why they got the cancel culture.
Yeah.
That's they got people they mostly cancel people that speak the truth.
But
Like another dude, I'm surprised not canceled. Go ahead, brother.
But let's speak about it. P. Diddy making that move like he was supposed to be making against the liquor company, right? If he wasn't making that move, look at Bill Cosby. He wanted to buy NBC. You know what I mean? Like when you start making power moves to go past what they feel that you're supposed to be, the higher beings I'm talking about, it's crazy.
I know.
You know what I mean? It's like, and that's why you respect the people that stay under the radar or don't mingle within the industry. And then like Cat Williams said, or Cat Williams, speak about the stuff, they made them go crazy or made them look like they crazy.
Exactly. And it's funny? I say this to my wife every time we watch a movie with someone that was really good, but we never really hear from them again, or everything they do is like kind of, they went from possible stardom and they just leveled out with TV or with streaming stuff. And I always say they didn't get on the casting couch. That's why they didn't make it to the next level, and they probably had to recede into the spotlight, the television spotlight, because they wouldn't do the 30 million or movie casting couch move. I say that every time because there's a lot of actors and actresses, and if they could, they probably going to come out soon and tell you, hey, this is what happened. Shit, what's the Cat Williams said somebody offered to, I don't even know how to put it, but I guess orally gratify him. There we go. Orally gratify him to do. It's like, man, listen here. And some people will do it. A lesser person, or a weaker person, will go for that. That's why, and then that's why they mostly sit there and get the young Corey Haim, the young Corey Feldman, the young Orlando Browns. They get you while you're young.
What's crazy?
And then they write you off as crazy.
But what's crazy though, bro? I mean, and I never, and never thought about it until, it started being like the norms of it coming out. But you always heard about the casting couch, per se, as far as, for the
back
ladies.
in the 60s, Shirley Temple days. Like, share, and share, y'all, please.
You know what I mean? For the ladies, you know what I mean? But then to have males on the casting couch too, I never put it in perspective that these people in the industry would be go that route, go that way, I should say, you know what I mean? Which again, there's nothing wrong with going that way, but you just wouldn't think that would be a norm for them where they could have any female in the world type of thing. Hollywood was different back in the days, you know what I mean? Like it was just, I don't know, bro.
Nah, because they were weirdos too. Because Shirley Temple was a little girl when she was getting, and her mother, they trying to talk her mother into, basically turning her over to them and this, that, and the third, which she still ended up with a great career and she's still known. But, I'm glad her mother didn't go for that.
No,
I'm glad she said something.
Which is true in facts and all, but I didn't know about Shirley Chisholm till within the last Shirley Temple within the last couple of years, you know what I mean? So that don't hit close to home to like, but you hear stories, you know what I mean? And it's whispers through the industry. I should, I want to call
it all trickles down, bro, because everybody We're from New York, bro, and then I live in Atlanta now, bro. We gonna know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. It's
Mm-hmm.
always gonna be that. It's always gonna be second, third hand information. And if once you dust off the bullshit added to it, you'll get down to the base of it, where all parties are saying at least this one thing. So I mean, maybe most of it is bullshit, but at least this one thing they all said the same way. So that part has to be the real part, and the rest could be bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to watch who you get information from. You got to do research. You got to do your homework, because second, third hand information is cool, but you really got to sit there and rack your brain. You got to look up stuff. You got to do your due diligence. Like, sub, and share. This is Uncle Jackie. I'm with my boy Doc, Yellow Tape. Like, sub, and share. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Good morning. We're going to switch over to one of the young guys who was wild. And he was throwing subs. This time he's throwing subs at another industry figure.
Ray J in the building. He has his own news channel. If you guys
in his
make sure you
face,
turn
though.
in.
Love the feet, man.
Of course, man.
So he was just saying.
You've been to the party. You know it's all white, baby. You know it's all white. Yeah.
You ain't been in no party.
Yeah, it's all white. Nigga, you playing.
You ain't been in no party.
Dancing. Nigga, dancing.
No,
Still
no,
dancing.
So what you saying is, though, honestly, like, since we are on the topic, you have been to
No.
actual
No, bro. You're lying.
Love and happiness. But wait a minute, something's going wrong.
That just
keep
happened.
going viral too much, and we want to eat off.
Who, me?
You do too.
No, I do.
Yeah, no,
the only person going viral is me. And
no,
I'm telling
you.
No, you don't.
Okay. Can we do a vote? Can we vote? How many more times has Orlando been viral than Ray J?
Love and happiness. Oh.
It's not even.
I don't even care who goes viral more.
Little homie.
Okay, but I'm the big homie now.
Diddy party.
Yo.
Big homie now. I'm the big homie now. And Project Reject. Nah, I don't think I know who Ali Carter is.
Me, I don't think so either. Name sound familiar though, but
I know that because I was sitting here stunned, like Ali Carter. Maybe we've heard of her. Maybe what's his name? Moves has mentioned her. Maybe because he's from that part of the world. He's from Cali, or he's been in Cali.
And to make it big, and to make it really big, it's not surprising for people to sell it. So, which is true. I mean, that's what you got to do to make it big. I mean, that's what going through the grapevines type of thing.
That's a fact. Some people do it. Some people take the real route, and they end up working really, really hard. And I don't know. It's a lot to it. It's a lot to it because it's very difficult to make it on your own. But nowadays, with everything we have, it's a little more easier to get your song heard. It's harder for acting maybe, but you can still put something together. You can still put productions together and people will see you. It's easy to be seen, but it's hard to maintain unless you're willing to do things that other people won't do. And that's a belief too. They're working with dark entities and demons. That's definitely the rituals we were speaking on earlier. They I'm not into that kind of stuff, but things are written down from way back when, and they're trying to the drinking of the blood or life liquid, if you will, whatever you want to say.
Right.
But yeah, it's a lot of weirdism going around.
They used to drug kids with, of course, Shirley Temple, Roy Rogers. I think they put drugs in the cherries. I mean,
we don't know because I've never had a Shirley Temple. I never heard that theory before, neither. But hey, who's to say that you're wrong? I don't know. I have no idea why put something in the alcohol when it's cheaper to put something in the fruit. So hey, you could be right.
Yep.
And Grace, yes, when he spoke on the when he said that party stuff, that silence was very, very golden.
Facts.
Very golden. He didn't say anything, and they talk about we got to stop going viral. No, we need to go viral more. What's going on with the parties? And I don't, what I mean? And yeah, Miss Carolyn Gray. I agree. We do have to pray for Orlando Brown.
That's so true.
I don't believe in prayer or nothing, but those that do, please pray for Orlando Brown because that man has been through a lot and he's put a lot out there.
And,
Paul.
and one thing that you could say, and this is no pause for this shit, he been touched.
Yeah, that's already been out. That and it's been thrown in his face on air. Like I've heard it, and it's like wow. It's like I don't even think I would even say that on air because that was crazy. I'm surprised Orlando Brown, and I mean maybe because it was true, but I'm surprised he ain't pop off because that's something you whisper in somebody's ear to make sure they pop off.
Yeah,
To me,
but I think he. If you ask me, and this is just my opinion, I think he been through the crazy house once or twice, too many.
Yeah, yeah.
And
He was drunk on that while he was talking.
And once you go through the crazy house, bro, it just like you don't want to go back there. Like you could take being homeless.
Bro, we seen our brothers. We saw our brothers come back to the crazy house, bro.
You understand? So
I zoomed out.
Yeah, so I just think like you go there, you be touched in a different way, and I'm not talking about with no SA or anything like that. I just be
mentally.
Yeah, and heavy medicated and around people that don't make no sense at all. You know what I mean?
Right. You go from very educated, very enthusiastic, and then you look like a dope fiend for lack of better words. That's how you come out. Come out drooling, you come out slow. Then they put you on stronger medication than you were on before.
Yep.
And now you're getting, instead of getting better, all you're doing is upping the dosage of the medicine. I mean, it seems like a new lower dosage now because it's a new drug and it's stronger than the last one. So of course it's a smaller dose, and then that's going to get higher. And then next thing you know, you're just walking around with wearing with 1,000 cats, talking to yourself.
Yep. Sad.
And the cats, and it's sad. Yeah, it's horrible. But that's how they get money in that industry. But we veering off. We kind of veering off the topic. But I got more Orlando Brown. Probably the last video of the day.
Take back with your butthole. You can't take back with your butthole receive. You can't take back with your butthole receive. Will Smith.
I thought that was a DJ.
Yeah. All right, Will Smith. Then they got the Carl Winslow. Let me just keep it to you 1,000, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jaleel White was Reginald Bill Johnson for a very long time. You mean Urkel?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what the I said. Yeah. Jaleel White has been a monster from day one. Back then, I was 3J. Was calling me Monkey Black and Money Black and all this old shit. You know what I'm saying? Making me cry before I go on the set. He asked for $30 million for 3J's lines to be cut, or he was leaving the show. And nobody wanted to work with him ever again. So he made a show called Grown Ups, and nobody remembers it. My lines got cut. All of a sudden, Urkel ends up going to outer space. They gave him that $30 million, like, yeah, you got that, go ahead. And then they duped his ass. Urkel never came back from outer space. They did Grown Ups because they didn't want to work with his ass no more. He came back ready to work. Oh, what's up, y'all? Oh, yeah, so we're coming back down from space, right? No, we just gave you $30 million. Sayonara.
Yeah, it's a lot going on, man. And they would say he crazy, but that man was 3J. He was 3. Now, by then, I had quit watching. So I'm like, 3J? I'm like, it was cool that it was him, but it was like, man, that show is corny as hell, man. I can't do this anymore. I was turning for who I was becoming anyway. So that show wasn't for me anymore. But I do remember seeing him. I didn't even know about the went to space, and I didn't even know all of that. But yeah, they were saying he was touching Carl Winslow. It's like, man, what's going on? What was happening here? Now, was that fact or fiction? Who knows? Some of it. Now, you peel some layers off, there may be some facts in there. Appreciate y'all. Good morning for joining in. Good morning. Thank you for joining in. Appreciate you. I'm bugging.
I always do.
Like, sub, and share.
I always thought Steve Urkel's show was corny, but I just watched it due to the fact that it was a black show. And probably the only thing to watch at the time that was interesting, you know what I mean? And, but I did watch it, you know what I mean? But once
I watched it for a little while.
Yeah, once you got to past a certain amount of seasons, I stopped watching. Probably too grown or wasn't watching TV as much as I used
But
to.
everybody stopped watching, bro. Everybody stopped watching. See, I watched because he first appeared on Full House. I used to watch Full House. He appeared on Full House, and I'm like, wow, he got his own show. But to be for real, it wasn't his show. It was supposed to be Harriet's show.
Right.
But I'm not going to delve into that. But yeah, there's a lot of shit going on in the industry. Wait, the religion they practice is Thelema, created by Aleister Crowley. It involves sex magic. Wow, that's something I would have to look into. Blink twice it shows, but no one caught it because it's not known. Yeah. And that's as far as the cherry incident, the
But
cherry theory goes.
he's a cultist, ain't he?
Aleister Crowley,
Yeah.
the only Crowley I actually know was from Supernatural, so maybe that's where they get the name from. So yeah, possibly, who knows? And Crowley was the king of hell in Supernatural, if you didn't know. So
Oh, so
maybe they did.
yeah, so yeah, so because I mean, his world of magic and occultism, and probably has something to do with sexism.
Yeah, he did because as far as Supernatural went, he sealed all deals with a kiss, man or woman. To me, if you're able, Orlando is just one of those people you have to try to read in between the lines with, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree with that. That's why I said you got to peel layers. You got to peel layers, and once you get past a certain amount of layers, you will see that there's a truth in there somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and you just got to wait for someone else to say it.
Mm-hmm. And
And
what?
that's how.
Go
Go ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead. I hold on to the pause.
Uh, what I was saying was it's kind of like the streets. When somebody tells you something, yeah, you listen, you like, all right. You try to see what part is bull, what part is not. Then somebody else come to you with the same thing. Their story is a little different, but the core of it is
Mm-hmm.
the same.
But what's
And then
crazy?
another person might come up. By the time you figured out, you done peeled all the layers. You sit there like, all right, this person did this, that person did that, blase, blah.
Mm-hmm. But what's crazy though, because the internet make the world a lot smaller. You don't have to peel that much layers. I mean, you just got to do your research, which is still peeling off layers, but it's right there in your fingertips. So now all you got to do is research and look up, just like I just looked up Aleister Crowley, you know what I mean? And see who he was, you know what I mean? You could just look it up and then do your research after that, you know what I mean? And it's just crazy how you find the connection, like you just said. One person tell you, and then the second person tell you, and then you start peeling that layers off, and then you finding out the truth for yourself, and then you be like, "Wow."
Exactly. Yes, he's an occultist, major and connected to the government. Look up Michael Aquino. Look up Michael Aquino too. He was an Army/Air Force general who was a known Satanist. He was accused of essaying priests. Oh, geez.
Wow, that's crazy.
In the 80s.
Wow.
Yo, it make you think sometimes, like, man, with all that was going on, we kind of lucky because as a child, even in nature, the young ones are the ones that get done dirty first. So it's like sometimes you got to sit because think about the man you are now. Now, what if you was, one of these preschoolers, and he said the 80s. So
Mm-hmm.
come on now, like now, how would you be reacting now? It'd be just like that movie, bro, with the damn, they were essayed when they were in juvie, and then they came back, and they only one of them was like kind of normal. They all were messed up mentally. They all were messed up mentally.
I mean, I don't know what I don't know.
Sleepers, sorry, Sleepers. Think about the movie Sleepers. If you ever seen Sleepers, that shit it may be a movie, but it's based on real things. It's definitely based
Well,
on things that can happen.
we already know Hollywood is infiltrated by the CIA. is already infiltrated by the government and put in and is conditioned for us to be, things to be brought out and for our mind to be, you know, dragged into that direction and thought process. But just think that, you know, a lot of people that was SA'd as a preschooler, this guard, you know, it was crazy to think about, you know what I mean? But that you was SA as a young age, and then like you said, you grow up and you messed up mentally. A lot of people may have a fetish of that nature, or may not even know that they have that fetish. You know what I mean? Of or some type of fulfillment they looking for. Like it's just crazy, like how the mentality could be of a person that was abused. You know what I mean? And any such
Yeah.
that, you know what I mean? Just crazy, bro.
If you're
Crazy.
tuning in now, tune in tonight at 8 o'clock. I'll be doing my own version of mental health checking in. You know, fellas, I encourage you more. Ladies are welcome. Everybody is welcome. I encourage the fellas more because fellas don't have nobody to talk to. Fellas, most of the time they have nobody to talk. They have nobody to get no feedback from. So a lot of people are loners, and I didn't know this until I really started looking up stuff. A lot of dudes don't have friends. They don't have anything. Like they just have themselves, and feeding off your own brain is never a good thing.
Word, cause I
It's
just
never a good thing.
like the talking into that that debate and the bar. I'm bringing it up tonight too. But just word just came out at my job that a person brought a knife to work to end another person, you know what I mean? Because they got beef with each other, you know what I mean? It's just crazy, and it's on along the lines of mental. Cause both of them is not fully functional people, you know what I mean? And
Right.
it's just crazy, bro. Like you said, and both of them is one is a loner, you know what I mean, and the other one is a socializer. But you could even if you're a socializer, you could still be a person that's lonely if you
Right.
get
You got to peel back layers. You got to
yeah,
peel back layers.
because here mass you wouldn't think a person have a problem in the world, but if you think about it, you got issues among yourself because how you act and how you move, you know what I mean? So you just gotta watch yourself. Tune into the show at 8 p.m. tonight. Tune into Yellow Tape at 6 p.m. Find us on YouTube.
Yes, sir. Everybody need help. Everybody need a good word or a truthful word because nobody cares about no man to be truthful. But like I said, anybody and everybody is invited. It's all love. I don't discriminate because everybody needs a mental health check, especially those that are really trying and nobody knows what they're going through because nobody knows what any of us are going through, really.
Yo, go back
But
on
yeah, like you said, tune in at 6 on Yellow Tape, tune in at 8, right back here. We
M-
appreciate you.
MK Ultra is a serious program of the government, which is true. Project Reject. And go back to your comment of when you are traumatized at an age, it literally splits your mind, and they know that, and that's why they do it. It's part of the programming. Yes, bro. And then again, like I said, there's a lot of things that be presented to us as society, as movies, as TV shows, as things that we can relate to and hits us in our mental, and it hits a certain part of our brain where it stimulates it good, bad, happy, sad, you know, angry, and all types of emotions that they put out there, and it makes us vulnerable. Makes us vulnerable for different things, for being manipulated, for looking at the news and looking at one side of things. Um, having us put inside for a couple years. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of things that deter us from being citizens of the world. Tune in
That's
tonight.
a fact.
Tune in tonight.
Tune in tonight. And Grace, if you mean to listen and as far as the fellas go, or anyone, a lot of people don't have people to listen to them.
No, facts. That's facts.
Then,
That's
see, I
facts.
ain't know about MK Ultra. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm sitting there like you throwing jokes in there. I seriously thought Mortal Kombat. Like, what the hell? NBA Ultra. I'm like, Mortal Kombat? What the hell Mortal Kombat got to do with this?
That's a mental that's messing with your mind control type of thing. I mean, and it's crazy. And I'm just telling somebody about the glitching. Like you see a lot of people glitching nowadays. You know what I mean? And it's not it's not how you say it, it's not just just being at somebody just glitching or just someone being stuck because they this, that, and the third. Nah, bro, it's something going on that we're not linked to yet. Pause, you know what I mean? And we're not aware of yet that we're not putting two and two together and seeing what the issue is. Because it's something, man. Like, and radio waves play a lot of part in today's society and taking control and making us being manipulated or sick or anything in that nature.
I just want to say this, just because I don't want the picture to be deceiving. We all heard Bron say, "Ain't no party like a P Diddy party." He's been attached to things. Not he hasn't been attached to anything that was graphic or anything like that. But you mentioned it powerful. He's one of the most powerful athletes. I'm just throwing that out there. You know what I'm saying? He is one of the most powerful athletes. I do not think, I'm going to also say that for the record too. I do not think he partook in anything that was weird. That I will say that. I do not think he partook in anything that was weird. But I'm just saying, because I don't want to, hey, this is clickbait. I saw LeBron James. Well, here's your damn LeBron James.
Yeah.
You dig? And I always joke on LeBron James saying, ain't no party like P. Diddy party. And then the pictures they have of him looking weird, dressed up, in a funny way that, a dude that's 6'8", 270 pounds shouldn't be wearing, you know what I mean? So, now there goes your fucking LeBron James, people.
Now, we all know what the picture we talking about. You talking about? If not, I think it was in the maid costume or something of that nature, or along the lines with lace or whatever the case may be with LeBron James. I don't know if that was a costume that he was wearing, but hopefully that wasn't a P Diddy party.
On my old channel.
Yeah. Hopefully that wasn't the P Diddy party, but
man, who knows, man?
Everybody preach faithfulness, everybody preach God, this, that, and third, but
man, everybody's far away from God, man.
I'm about to say that. So, and I mean, I just think that if you went to a P Diddy party and you really enjoyed yourself like how you enjoyed yourself, I don't think there was no faithfulness inside that right there. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not saying that you're doing anything across the line, but going down that straight line, I think that you may have entertained something. You know what I mean? That you probably shouldn't have entertained if you are married.
Yeah, exactly.
So. I mean, we could talk about it and preach about it, but we definitely don't be walking about it half the time. And this world, like you just said, Uncle Jackie, like if you do think about that, and if you are a walking person of God, that line is not followed at all, not one bit. You know what I mean?
Not none, man, not any. And to answer you, Carolyn, of course, his name is Corey Feldman. He was telling people a long time. He was written off as crazy. I'm surprised, and I'm happy at the same time he didn't go back to drugs, because that's what leads you back to drugs. You're trying to say something, and people are calling you a joke to your face. Because if you see them, say it again.
All the Nickelodeon kids was, not all of them, but majority of them was talking.
Yeah, he's not even a Nickelodeon kid. He just caught fire at a young age when he did the Jason movie. I don't know if that was his first bit, but he did Friday the 13th Part 3. Yeah, he was in 4. He was in Part 4. He was in Friday the 13th Part 4. That's where I first saw him. Then we see him where in either Gremlins or Goonies, and I mean he had a list of hits. And Corey Haim, rest in peace. He didn't say anything, but look where he is now. So you already have the people who said things and no one even listened to them.
Yep.
Yeah, Corey Feldman, I mean, I got to salute him because he did not give up. He did not back down. It's just a shame. Now you're seeing what he was saying, and it's still going to be swept under the rug because it's a more prevalent name that's saying something than Corey Feldman.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's crazy because we done said this on the shows before, prior to this one, that a lot of names is going to be brought out, being mentioned. We also said that a lot of people may end up killing themselves, unaliving themselves. Excuse me, and it's just a shame that people mention stuff or had experiences with people that did the essay and we done recorded it some way or somehow, and it just got looked at as crazy, bro. Like looked at or we know, shh, don't say nothing. You know what I mean? Because like again, a lot of people knew what was going on in the industry. A lot of people witnessed a lot of things in the industry. A lot of people participated in the industry. But then what? You know what I mean? Then what? We still haven't got a list from the Epstein. You know what I mean? Not to go off track, but this all correlates and coincide with each other one way or another, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact. And people didn't believe Cassie. Nobody's going to believe anyone until they show that proof, especially in the video era.
Now, people believe Cassie. Once she got paid off at ASAP, they believe Cassie. They believe
people believe Cassie after that damn video came out, bro, because it was the same time. Around the same time.
They just, that video came out a couple months later, and that video just show how hard she went through. Like you could visualize anything in your brain. You know what I mean? If you're not a victim of that, then you're not going to visualize the worst. You know what I mean? So for that video to come out and show how aggressive he was and what he did and how he did it, and he did it to a woman, and he did it inside his towel. You know what I mean? And then to add on to that, he did it while SA was occurring there. You understand? So it just like put into motion of everything that's being seen now, and now you could add other parts to it. Then it's dramatic for that video to show, and it's more traumatizing to
listen here
and uses evidence.
Listen here, brother. I'm gonna say what I'm just gonna keep it on me then. And I'm sure that the millions and millions of people watching right now, I want y'all to let me know if you agree. I thought at first when Cassie got the money, I thought that's what it was all about, a money grab. I thought it was a money grab. She don't want to deal with son, and she, blackmailing. She got what she wanted to get. Now she out. When the video came out, and when I say me, Uncle Jackie, that's when I was like, oh, damn, he probably was beating her ass the whole time. You get what I mean? Now I believe it. Because everything, Puff Daddy is one of the most powerful people in America.
Facts.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you until I believe you. I'm going to keep it 100. That's about and that starts from not falling for the stuff in the hood. So if I ain't falling for that bull, I'm not going to fall for the people with money until you show me, okay, damn, he threw you 40 feet down the hallway. Okay, sheesh, okay.
That's crazy. I mean, not that was crazy though, but it just shows where everybody at and where their own thought process is. You know what I mean? And life in general, just like with the COVID shit too. You know what I mean? Like you would think that the hardest part is the person in life that not even conspiracy theorists, but like, yo, listen, this sound weird, this look weird, this don't smell good, this don't taste good, this is wild. You know what I mean? Time out, the world closest in what's going on. But anyway, go back on the subject right here. It just weird, like you hear stories, not that you hear stories, but you could see a person changing from a soft person, and I'm gonna and you can see a person hardening up too, pausing life, And whether it be experience, you've been through the struggle, or you've been through the war zone, or whether you've been through divorce, whether you've been through the struggle of life, or anything that you could gain as experience, you harden up, you get a shell around you, you know what I mean? You no longer fall in love easily, you know what I mean? You no longer spend money easily. You understand? You more aware of how you do, unless you just a dummy walking around, you know what I mean? And I doubt that you're a dummy or nothing like that. I'm not saying anything from that comment either, but I'm just saying that you just look at people concept of, how serious you think, or like I said, sometimes I said earlier in the show, we just look at this and be like, nah, it ain't nothing, you know what I mean? It's our everyday life is more important than anything else, so we put more energy into our everyday life and not thinking about what's being said, or really, watching the stack up of what being said, or the
Like,
book.
sub, and share. Thanks for tuning in.
Baby doll, it's nice to hear two men not silent with the nastiness. There's really men out here victim blaming. Those type of men will do the same given the opportunity. And if you watch our previous shows, or this is your first show, you go back to my channel, you or Yellow Tape, Doc 0528, you see us talking about how when you get power and you get money, it changes you into a beast. You know what I mean? Shout out to Uncle Theo J. You know what I mean? You do.
J.
You know what I mean? As you say too, they do strange.
Like, sub, and share. Thanks for tuning in. Apologies, Al. Doc. My apologies.
You do strange things. So I mean, not siding with nobody either, but wrong is wrong. You know what I mean? I got a mother. Or God, may she rest in peace. I had a mother. I had two mothers to be blessed with in this world. You know what I mean? I have a daughter. I have two daughters to be blessed with in the world. I have a woman that I'm with. I'm blessed with in the world as well. So I don't want them to be treated. I don't want them to walk around thinking X, Y, and Z, or be treated X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? So, shout out to them. And the
as far as I go, regardless of what I have or don't have, right is right and wrong is wrong at the end of the day. And my whole upbringing, I can't, it's and it shouldn't matter to anyone, no matter what you have or what you don't have. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I'm not with the essays. I'm not with the violation of females or anyone. Period. Now, the only way I'm a violator of female is verbally, because that's fun to me sometimes. But as far as physical violations, never, and I will never be for it. There's no excuse for it. So of course, and between both of us, we both live with the right is wrong is wrong. It's no, let me think about it. What's the nah? Because actually, no mean no, and you done seen too many brothers go down for thinking the no was a joke, especially dudes with bread.
And not only that,
I mean, you got to protect yourself at the end of the day. Go ahead, brother.
I kind of also think that we were athletes, or we played sports a lot, and we seen that in the sports world. I mean, in my opinion, I've seen that in the sports world. And not only that, my mom, I read a lot of black books, if you want to say that, or things that was
Afrocentric.
Yeah, Afrocentric, or things that things that was in my community that I was supposed to have taught. You know what I mean? Or things that my mom's made me aware of. And one thing I brought to my insight, but I would never raise your hand to a woman. I mean, I don't know if she said that to me or not, but I just knew that was the wrong way to go, or even act about. You know what I mean? Even if a woman, but you get shaken. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna go into what my mother told me, but go ahead.
No. In the system, if you self-medicated, you are an addict and crazy. But if they put you on psycho meds and numb you out, that's acceptable. Which is crazy, but you got to understand.
That is, yeah.
The system is about making money. You know what I mean? They can make money through meds. If you have a plant, if you have a plant in your house that could make you feel better, that's not acceptable for them, because you could grow that plant. You could heal yourself. You could dictate the doses and the amount that you take. You know what I mean? Like Uncle Jackie and I just said earlier, We seen people come back from the psycho ward different from who they was. You know what I mean? And and sometimes it affected them for life. You know what I mean? It didn't affect them just for them 30 days that they was in and then they came out. It affected them for life. Their path of life done changed, or their thought process of life done changed, and not due to themselves. It was due to them being labeled one way or another that you need help mentally. And exactly, they can't control it. You're right, bro. They can't. And money is the root of a lot of evil, bro. To be honest with you, because once they start making money off the Fed, I mean, yo, let me tell you a story. And this is a story that happened a couple months ago. I got sick the way I was coughing. I needed medicine, cough medicine. Something that get me in the right path type of thing. Make me feel a little bit better or suppress the cough. So I got Family Dollar, I got Dollar General, all these other stores around me. I got CVS, Rite Aid. I'm gonna name all these people. You understand? Because I'm gonna show you how much they robbing us. You understand? I went to a big name pharmacy and went in there, Rite Aid, and went in there. The store is half empty first and foremost. As far as product, like there's mad spaces in between, maybe two products, maybe do people robbing them or whatever the case may be. But I go inside the medicine aisle, and they have cough medicine $10. You understand? So I'm like, okay, if I pay $10 here, you understand? Like I can't imagine Family Dollar will have it for a little bit more expensive because they're not specializing inside, help making this person feel better. The pharmacy, you understand? So then I went and paid $10. They asked me for ID. I scratched my head. Why do I need ID for cough medicine? Oh, it has
Making meth.
no, because it says that it's supposed to have alcohol. If it have alcohol or don't have alcohol, we gotta check it for ID because it has I'm like, listen, it has no alcohol. It's alcohol free. So why do I have to show ID? It's government, it's state, New Jersey state thing. I said, well, where's the sign at? Oh, there's somewhere. No, there's no sign nowhere presenting it. You know what I mean? And I didn't have my ID on me. I left it home, but by mistake, 'cause I was going right up the block to Rite Aid. You know what I mean? The manager, the lady behind the counter said, no, I'm not going to serve you, because I'm the cashier. But the manager was there. She was like, well, I'm not supposed to do it, this, that, and third, because you don't have ID. I said, well, you look at me. I'm over 21. But people use it just like they use air candy and whipped cream, this, that. Well, I'm not that person. I need medicine. Oh, you want me to start coughing so I can show you what I need? Like, stop playing. But then, long story short, I'll go on Family Dollar or Dollar General and find that same medicine, if not better, for $4, maybe $5 less. Why do we have a store that doesn't specialize in this product have it for less than a place that specializes inside these products? That's supposed to make it better.
Bro, what you just said just answered the question. We specialize in it, so if we have it, that means it's better than the people that don't specialize in it.
Yeah.
And certain times, though, to be honest with you, to be all real, certain times it's about how they make certain things. Like toothpaste here might cost this much, but over in the Dollar General, Dollar Tree, it costs less because they're using chemicals. So it just depends. It just depends sometimes on things like that. That's why they tell you look at the certain tabs. If you see green, it means it's organic. If you see black, that means everything is a chemical. If it's blue, I can't remember the colors, but it's like half chemical, half organic.
Mm-hmm.
Things of that nature. So you really got to watch what the hell you put in your body or on your teeth or on your face.
Facts. That's facts. That's facts. And definitely Grace, I love you, Grace. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you in general. Appreciate everybody that's commenting and showing some love. And they definitely ID for Benadryl. Benadryl have alcohol in it or some type of medication that make you
woozy effect it gives you.
Yeah. So,
but peep it. I wanna speak on Grace's They Live.
Yeah.
You seen They Live before?
I believe I
Roddy Piper.
I don't remember, but I believe.
They Live was basically about basically alien infiltration. You had all the higher ups if you were higher up, you're not human. So like the basic message was like, basically, I'm just gonna use the word weird because I don't want to get flagged. But basically, all the rich people and all people of a certain class are weird, and they're trying to get rid of the people that are not weird. Basically, is the message of that movie with Roddy Piper and I forgot my guy's name. I'm sure somebody's gonna tell me. Goliath, the voice of Goliath. I can't think of his name from Gargoyles. Keith David. There you go. Keith David and Roddy Piper and Meg Foster. It's a good movie. Check it out. It's on Tubi. I watch it like at
Yeah.
least twice a month.
As you described, they live. It remind me of the movie V. They want to infiltrate the world and take over and put their lizard people, covered in human form. You know what I mean? And today's society and higher up places. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So again, like I said, the Hollywood industry is infiltrated. There's literature on it. There's actually documents on it that you go back and look up. Just don't believe me, look it up. You know what I mean? And see with the CIA planet,
Like sub and share.
they in it to manipulate our brains. You know what I mean?
And shit, feel free to always feel free to drop opinions. We love that. V for Vendetta.
The Simpsons. Let's be honest. Okay, Nostradamus could be real. You know what I mean? His predictions could be, put into form.
His effect,
You know what I mean? But then you go look at the Simpsons. The Simpsons is Hollywood made. It ain't somebody that prophesized this or anything. This is written things. If this is written thing, then it's telling you what could happen, and it's actually showing you footage of certain things and certain places and certain events. Then you telling me that this thing ain't programmed. And real talk, if this lady wins right here, and I'm not saying that that she can't win or she shouldn't win, but if she wins right here, the Simpsons hit it right on the nose with Lisa Simpson. Look at everything that's being look at it, bro. Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah, it's definitely real in the field. It's been I love the fact that the Simpsons predict things and then it comes true. It's just so it's like funny. It makes you really think. Like you can have any conspiracy from somebody that's giving information to time travel. You can even take that's what I mean. You can take it to science fiction with that. Like somebody's traveling through time and they did this stuff or blah blah blah. You can say so much stuff about Hollywood, but the one thing we all can agree on when you peel back the layers, Hollywood is weird. The industry is weird. These people are dangerous to the psyche of children, men and women alike. So it's like, how far are you willing to go for fame?
And everybody look at it though, like I tell it all the time, and I say this all the time. Every time we make a video, because I love what we do. You know what I mean? Because we hitting on 2 hours pause. You know what I mean? And it's easy. You know what I mean? Easy working as far as conversing and airing our opinion and our thoughts, and also sharing facts in between it. You know what I mean? But it just that damn, I lost my train of thought. It forget it. But anyway. That's sorry, y'all. That's 2 blunts in and a quarter of a bottle of liquor. Pardon me, y'all. But yeah, man, it just that is crazy how the world is built and how Hollywood it manipulate us and just put us into a mind frame of if we see aliens today or tomorrow, yes, we would be scared and all. But the initial effect of us seeing the alien wouldn't be like, oh shit, let's run and hide. You know what I mean? It'd be like, wow. Oh, we watch it and see what's going on. He could be sprinkling fairy dust on everybody. You know what I mean? And we'd be like, wow. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy, man. So, baby dog, don't be laughing at me. I'm sorry, dog. Diaz. No, I ain't supposed to be forgetting without my train of thought. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Um, the world is crazy, bro. Don't forget to tune in to Political Conspiracy Theory Thursday here, right here. Like, sub, share, Harlem, HNIC, and Yellow Tape, Doc 0528. Bang, bang, pause. Word, man. We appreciate it, man.
Where you ready to get up out of here, or you got more in the tank, man? Up to
Nah,
you, brother.
oh, man, yo, I mean, I got at least 15 more, 20 more minutes with you, bro. I could do 11, 15 boys. You know what I mean?
Whoa, hey, yo, you got 15, 20 more minutes with
Yeah,
me.
bro.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm married,
man.
bro.
No
I'm
Diddy.
married, bro.
No Diddy.
Nah, it's too late. Let me listen. I'm married, bro.
Yo, my wife is walking around the house right now, baby sleeping. So you are really interrupting me and my
Wait,
lady on right now. So,
what's her name?
Alex.
There we go. Now we see. Told you. See. See,
Alexandra.
I led you right into that. Led you right into that one.
I should have said sunshine. I knew.
You should have said her whole name. I knew you wouldn't, though. I knew you wouldn't say the whole name.
Yeah, man. Yo, I just love our shows. I love us doing this, pause, you know what I mean? As far as, speaking and building, bro. Like this is what we do, and a lot of our minds need to be shared with the world. And not trying to enforce anything on people, just showing you where we coming from as
Yeah,
individuals,
different way of
you
thinking.
know what I mean? And a different way of thinking. Because like I said, like from 2020, it changed a lot of people. And again, like I look back on, like I love my people, my friendship with people, as far as who I have in my inner circles or who I deal with in life. Like I feel they secure in life, you know what I mean? Like they can handle their own, they can survive. They could maybe not, build a fire on their own, but they sure gonna get a fire on their own. I don't think they know it now, but I bet you they will learn and find out how to do a fire. They have a concept of building a fire, but we never probably tried it before. That's what I'm trying to say. But that we believe in a certain aspect of, be wary of what the government put forth in front of us. And when that COVID came out, it changed a lot of people's thought process. It shut down the world. You know what I mean? As I could speak of New York City itself, it shut down the subway system. The subway system never shut down. Then it shut down the system at 12 o'clock. You know what I mean? So if you didn't get to where you needed to go by 12 o'clock, you was basically stranded if you think about it. You know what I mean? And this
Yeah,
is
that's crazy.
and this is a city that doesn't sleep. So how would you put that in the process and thoughts? And if you think about it after the fact, since we are in 2024 right now, and everything was cleaning, everything was sanitizing, this, that, and the third, why the cleaning and sanitizing still not prioritized as being and issued or in effect anywhere? I'm just throwing that out there. You know what I mean? But my thought of saying this was that the people that had the strongest mind thought process got broken behind it. You know what I mean? Because the government issued the shutdown, and they had no other choice but to shut down. And if you didn't have the internet, or if you didn't have access to certain things in life, or as far as financial things, and then you're pretty messed up or struggling, really struggling. If your job closed down, if your job said you had to get the COVID, how many people have quit their jobs? How many people had to stop? How many people had to get the shot that they didn't want to? You know what I mean?
A
It
lot of
just
people got that jab.
and I'm just so hurt because like they lied to us. If you do your research on it, they lied to us. You know what I mean? And not only they lied to us, but you go back to my Facebook account in 2020, somewhere in probably October or something like that. That I mentioned, it's a conflict of interest in this whole thing. You know what I mean? It's just weird. They offering you hamburgers, they offering you a Happy Meal. Come on now. Come on, they offering you lotto tickets.
Listen here, bro. Ain't nothing weirder. If we gonna talk about giving away, ain't nothing weirder than giving your people less than $800 and giving a whole nation billions. Let's not get in. Let's not open that can of worms, though. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
That
facts,
sound weird to me.
facts, bro, facts. Like I'm just glad that we, because I did lost a special person. Probably lost more than just a special person as far as people in the world that died of COVID. But one that I'm very aware of is my nephew. You know what I mean? That shit always, I'm always, being reminded of my nephew, and it just hurts, bro, because he didn't get the
Shout out to
jab.
Twan.
Yeah, shout out to Antoine, man. It just hurts that, you know what I mean, that it just hurts, bro, and just hurts for the world. I just want the world to be a better place for all of us to live
For you and me, we are the world last nigga. But
in.
but yeah, man. Pardon. Yeah, she ain't lying. But usually it's me who's lit off the Speaking on Baby Doll Diaz, it's usually me who's lit off and want to try, and I end up trying too much. Oh, you should have been there last year on the other channel. I used to almost pass out. That's why I'm glad we have this option to take ourselves off the camera. Because I definitely did a couple shows laying down because I drank too much. And I'm just sitting, I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm just laying there, just talking. Like, I don't even know if they can hear me, but this is what they're getting.
But thank you, baby, baby doll Diaz. Appreciate you, and yeah, my nephew loss would definitely be a blessing. You know what I mean? Got no other way to look at it. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, it was like it's going to be a date that I can never forget because basically the day that we buried him was the day that I got the keys to my house. You know what I mean? And and it just had a special moment because I made a little space above my fireplace for him where his picture is at, and it just that he never made it here to see it. You know what I mean? And it just bothers me in that aspect that he would never have to walk into my crib and be like, "Yo, L, you got a crib," you know what I mean? And that's the only thing that hurts behind it, but it's a blessing because everything happens in the due time, and I think the universe, happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason in this universe. So I appreciate that.
I'm just going to rehash what we were talking about. We were talking about Puff
Facts.
and the things that he's been going through. And I had pause. I had video footage of people in his circle, or at least close to him, that were saying things, alluding to the fact that he was a weirdo. He is a weirdo. And, as I believe it was Grace who said, it's definitely going to be more because, this is Puff. It ain't all about Nino Brown. There's going to come a time where he's on the stand and he's going to say in his own way, this ain't all about Nino Brown. And he going to name Kareem Akbar. He's definitely going to name who Kareem Akbar. He going to name his Kareem Akbar.
Mm-hmm.
So you definitely expect to hear more names. Clive Davis, alleged, the groomer. But a lot of these men, a lot of the groomers have passed away now.
Mm-hmm. But the torch was passed on. So and as you can see, the torch was passed on as far as you can see who's getting caught now, whose name is being alleged, and things of that nature. So it's gonna be a pause. What I'm about to say, it's about to be a wild ride.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely gonna get crazy. But to be for real, to be for real, you deserve every bit of whatever's you doing on them tapes. As far as unwilling or unknowing participants, you deserve all of that. And I hope somebody put a fist in your ass. I'm gonna keep it 100, but you deserve every bit of that. Like when Jaguar Wright said she had got drugged too and she passed out and she, was victimized, it was like, damn. So now at least I understand even more now why she going so hard. Pause. That should let you know, like she going hard for a reason.
Yeah, it's just crazy because just imagine, and you're a rapper or R&B singer at the time. You deal with you're a straight rapper and or R&B person, and you're trying to get P Diddy awareness. You know what I mean? Trying to get him to pay attention to you and try to get your music out there to him, right? And
Right.
you go to his parties, he know that you deal with females and stuff like that. And then he's not looking at you inviting you to his party as you being a person, dealing with females. So he gonna have the females there for you. But his main objective, his shark, his squid antennas, his whatever, his tentacles is all about to reach for you as a male.
Right. It's about breaking you. It's
Yo,
not about, it's about dominating somebody who wouldn't even normally be into whatever that like is. Oh man, are you a demure man?
yo,
Are you demure? Like
yeah.
that I mean, I'm trying to stay within guidelines here. Are you demure? Like what kind of man are you? And then he fancies himself, he a businessman and everything, but he ain't exactly no punk in the terms of, physical fighting. Like he ain't exactly no punk. So you heard what's the name? J. Cole even got into a scrap with him and wrote about it. Like I don't know, I don't remember the bars, but talking about basically, I bought your album, and that it was like, and then now it's like, wow, now I understand. Basically, that I'm just gonna put it that way. I went from being a fan to now I understand.
It's just crazy, bro.
I understand now because they, alleged got into a fight. I don't know how true that is. I believe I read it a few places, but a lot of people was telling you about Puff a long time ago. People just wasn't listening, or the right people didn't listen. There was no way of getting it out to where hundreds of thousands of people can listen.
Listen, again, bro, if things is controlled by a certain type of people or a certain entity or certain people that don't care about that wave that you mentioning, then it's not going to be heard like how you want to be heard. And as you could see, bro, and I'll say this, and this is what was talking about earlier. It's about the platform and what we have. You know what I mean? We use it. We have it, and I'm glad people support it. I'm glad people look at it, people click on it and like it. Not enough people do it, but we appreciate those that does it. But it's not
Yeah, definitely.
it's not ours. And what I was mentioning earlier also was the Citizen app. Back in the days, they had photographers, people that went, and it wasn't so much videos, but it was photographers will go around and get the news that was happening. They would listen to police scanners and go erase and find it. There's still people to this day that do, but they do more so on YouTube as far as video content. But
Right.
back in the days, it was photos. So now it's not photos no more because they don't get paid behind it. The newspaper don't want it because not too many people buy the newspaper. And the internet don't really want it because the internet feel they could get it from one source, and that one source share that paper amongst each other. Or they have to buy it off the person that got it first. Whatever, I don't know how that situation goes. But all entities of the news is working with amongst each other. But with the Citizen app, now you got this app that you download and you take videos of what's going around in your neighborhood as far as crime, far as crashes, car crashes, accidents, whatever the case may be. Now fires or anything of that nature. So now they don't have to pay nobody to give that footage. Now what they do, they take that footage off of Citizen app because now they're paying Citizen app to get that footage, which is not yours no more. Because if you go back on your phone and think you got that video, you don't have that video on your phone. You have that video on Citizen app, and that Citizen app got your video. Granted, today or tomorrow, they say they don't want you no more. Your video is still up there, but you no longer have access to it. That's what hurts the most about this live streaming and the streaming that we do and these apps that we download. We don't capitalize on things that we should be capitalizing because we still make money off of being a photographer or a journalist of that nature, then these footage that we have of fire, they would have to pay you. You know what I mean? Or it wouldn't be that much of a news to them no more, unless they was down there themselves.
That's a that was the image he was presenting back then. In that regard, no one wanted to believe that monsters in real life look clean and nice and favorable. That is, because
When you expect when you're looking for a monster, you're looking for someone that's look creepy, someone that's gonna come at you looking horrible and come at you with the rah rah. But the real monster, look at Clive Davis, look how he look. You know what I mean? But these people have evilness within their eyes. To be honest with you, and I definitely believe that if you look in a person's eye, you could tell. And you may not be able to, you could put in some type of description of what a person's been through. The hardship, I don't know how to say it, the hardening ship.
Hardships?
No, the hardship. I think it's not hardship, but the hardening ship. Yeah, the hardship of a person. You know what I mean? The struggle of a person. I'm gonna put. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the hardships.
Yeah, you see the struggle of a person, and it's real. And you could, and I'm telling this from the hood point of view. You could tell when a person killed somebody, especially if you grew up around a person. You could tell a person.
You could tell when someone deleted somebody.
Yeah, you can tell when someone went through that pain and that struggle. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely can. When you look into somebody's eyes, it reveals a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
It reveals a whole lot. And sometimes, you don't want to look into somebody's eyes too long. Keep it real with you. So, be careful with all that if you want to take that and run with it. But it does reveal a lot. But I didn't know that was there, but I definitely she's mad crazy. But I agree. I definitely agree with the message sent. Because I'm gonna be very stereotypical right now. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I am hungry and I want some churches. So I'm hoping I can have some company either walk or get with me to go. Let's go to churches. See, you gotta cheat when you cheating on your diet. You gotta cheat. See, churches is a mile and change away from me. So if I walk to churches, I'm starting the process of burning off the calories. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to walk back from church because then now my food cold. Even though I got an air fryer and all that, I don't want to go through all of that. But I definitely want some churches or some KFC, and I will have some. I don't sat down here and smashed 3 blunts because we got interesting, really, really interesting. I appreciate everybody who tuned in. Let me give you shout outs now because my stomach is talking. Baby doll, appreciate you. Definitely appreciate. Hope to see you again. Grace, appreciate you. Project Reject, your insight was awesome.
Right.
Definitely. Carol Gray, it was a pleasure. Definitely like what you had to say.
Facts.
HWF, I hope you feel better, bro.
Facts.
Most definitely. Off the Line TV 124, appreciate you.
Facts.
Miss Brinson, of course, we love you already.
Facts.
My man, 757 SH Podcast, appreciate you.
Facts.
The Messenger, appreciate you. Jamel Knight, appreciate you on your Abercrombie and Fish. Who else? Farquhar. And I think that's about it. Yellow Tape, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for coming through and gracing us with your presence. Yellow Tape, Doc0528, like, sub, share. Like, sub, share, Harlem's HNIC. Or just go to the like, share button where you at now.
Baby doll, if you search up on YouTube search bar Doc0528, you're gonna see my channel pop up as Yellow Tape. If you don't,
you see that picture, his picture now.
Yeah, I'm about to say you're gonna see that picture. You're gonna see this ugly face right here. You know what I mean? You're gonna see Uncle Jacky ugly face. You're gonna see DOJ ugly face up there. But you're gonna
my face ain't ugly.
Yeah, you're gonna see. You're going to see one of our channels. You're going to see the channel pop up there because it's inside the search bar and searching on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? So I appreciate it. If you can't find it, just come back to this channel 8 o'clock tonight or tomorrow or next week, and we definitely gonna get you hooked up to Yellow Tape. So there's no worries. Don't stress yourself out. I appreciate you looking at me though. I definitely got nothing but love for that. You know what I mean? And Ms. Brinson, you know, ain't nothing but love right back to you. Second and 3 times. You already know it, Brinson. Thank you.
That's every day.
Word. Yeah, thanks
Yeah,
for
we appreciate y'all for tuning in, but Uncle Jackie wants some chicken. I'm being real stereotypical right now. I want some fried chicken. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I'm even chopping down the outros. So y'all be good. Y'all have a great morning, great rest of the afternoon. I appreciate everybody who tuned in, who liked, subbed, and shared, who chatted with us. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Doc, most definitely. CD, if you're listening, if you're watching, appreciate you. Te amo. Mwah.
Peace.
But we out of here.
Practice. I can show you practice. I can show you how to put $1 million in a mattress. I can show the difference between an icon and a classic. Baby in the major should be rolling in a basket. I'm advanced, and it's a lot of dance. From anywhere, my jewelry jump like Ja Morant. And Kif Tower shorts got me tanning with the babes. You would be a surfer if you ever had this wave. I just switch up my cabana, they throw shade. Matter top 5, the top wives know I'm the fave. And throw them out the loop, I be mute, playing cute, nothing to say to you. Cause when I'm back home, I'm like Kyrie, I won't play with you. This is magic with the fur. Tim Duncan on the spur. Tanya Harton on the skates. This that Kobe number 8. This the kick over the head in the hand of Sue Bird. This boy's superb. All I got is 2 words.
Uncle Jackie.
With the game, I'm standing out in the crowd. Also hard, gotta stack that case out my back. Got the beats banging, speakers bumping loud. I'm the king of the game, I'm standing out in the crowd. I'm so hard, gotta stack that cash. Yellow tape wrapped around, I'm making a splash. My flow so hot, it's burning up the scene. When I step into the room, you know what I mean. Yellow tape, yellow tape, yellow tape. We on fire, we the ones in charge. Ain't none time. Turn it up, let the beat drop low. Yellow tape everywhere, it's our time to show.
Yeah.